Hello everybody, in under 4 minutes I'm going to show you how to get logged onto your Accelerated Reader STAR test and also just quickly run through some key things that you need to remember before you actually start your STAR test. So let's get going then. You're about to complete a new STAR test, it says there. A reminder, this gives you a latest reading age and a latest ZPD. It's really important for you and for us as a school to be able to see where you are with your reading. Second box says that the test is 34 questions long. A reminder that the first 10 are what I've put spelling, or there are sentences with gaps and you have to choose the word which best fits the gap. The next 24 are what we call comprehension questions, where you have to read a short passage of text and then choose the option which is the correct one about it. A reminder that this is a SMART test. That means that if you get a question right, it makes your next question slightly harder. If you get a question wrong, it makes your next question slightly easier. By that way, it really will find your exact reading age. If you take random guesses on this test, then it just won't work. And that's when people get really sort of upset or worried or hate the test because it feels like it's really hard. Well, if you're guessing and getting them right, then it's going to get harder and harder. So don't guess. Instead, I'll tell you what to do in a minute with that. That's what the first 10 questions look like on the iPad screen there. So the first 10 are sentences with gaps and you choose the word that best fits the gap. The next 24 look like this. It's a passage and then there are 3 options after it. My tip to you in that blue box, it says read the questions and what the words I'm looking for. Read the question and then read the options and then have a go at reading the passage. It means you know what you're looking for. Trust me, I've done this test for years. That's how students do best on their tests. Don't just skim read quickly through the passage and to the first sentence. The answers normally are going to be further wrong, but you need to read the whole passage to get an idea. And then a reminder, there's a time limit to each question. A little watch will start flashing when you're getting near the end of your time. If you do not know how to answer a question, then do not guess, it says there, and that's super important. Let the time run down and it will move on to the next question automatically. A reminder, as I said earlier in the video, guessing will lead you to getting potentially right or wrong answers, and the test will just sort of really struggle to give you the right sort of questions. So what I'm going to do now, instead of looking at those, I'm going to show you how to find or how to log on as a reminder. Things that will make this go wrong are if you ignore what I'm about to say and just Google Accelerated Reader. Don't. Go to our school website like I have done here. That is how you're going to get onto this test successfully. That's step number 1, which is on the school website. Up here it says students. I hover over that and there comes a little drop down, and at the very bottom of that drop down is Accelerated Reader. Clicking on that will then load up this website. A student or teacher, you are a student. And what I'm going to do is, you are not going to log in as admin, but you are going to put in the first letter of your surname, space, your surname. Now, unless you know that your username is different, then that's how the format is for everybody. Initial, space, surname. You don't need to use capital letters. Just like I've put there, the password for everybody is set to password. Your account will lock you out if you have guesses or you put in the wrong password. If you put in your school password, it won't work because this is not your school login. It's the Accelerated Reader login. So once, as you see there, it's initial space surname. Password is password. Alright, I'll say that one more time in case people choose to ignore me. It's password. And as soon as you do that, that will successfully log you in. And you'll get this screen here where you've got the articles you can read, do quizzes on books, and here is your STAR test. Clicking on that, it will then ask you which group. It doesn't matter which you choose, your tutor group or your English teacher. And then the final screen you come up to is this one here, where you can click start and the test will begin. Do it all the way to the end, and when it's finished, close down the window, and then you will be able to communicate with your English teacher and they'll get your latest reading age to you at some point very soon. So that's it. Key things one more time. It's your initial space surname to log in. Password is password, and don't Google it, go to the school website. Thanks for watching everybody. I wish you the very best of luck with your reading test, and goodbye.